What do companies even look for in a design portfolio? I've been on different sides of the process. I could be the one looking to get hired, recruiters asking me for designer recommendation, or I get to be the one hiring a team. What I notice over and over again is the disconnect between the portfolio and the job someone wants. It's just not matching up. So here's how to fix it. Start by asking yourself these 3 very important questions. The first one, what type of work do I want to be doing? Number 2, who do I want to be doing that work for? And number 3, is that clear in my design portfolio? And hey, if you're new here, I'm Eric, a brand and key art designer with over 15 years of design experience. And I create videos to show you what it's like being a graphic designer working in entertainment. Let's say a recruiter is reaching out to me and they're looking for a packaging designer. Now, if I don't have anybody that I can personally recommend, I'll usually post it on LinkedIn. And this usually results in me getting a bunch of messages from people I don't know. But it gives me a chance to look at their design portfolios. Now, because I don't have any connection to them, I can't assume that this person knows how to do packaging design without looking at their work. When I go to the website, I'm seeing website design, I'm seeing apparel, I'm seeing illustration, maybe even branding, but where's the packaging design? Now, you might be thinking, but Eric, I've shown you I can do everything, so why wouldn't you assume that I can do packaging design too? And I hear you, I really do. But creative directors, marketing directors, VPs, they're not going to take the time to go to your website and try to find the examples of packaging if it's buried in your website. Especially when there's another designer out there who's making it very apparent and showing you the examples of packaging design within the first 5 seconds of visiting their website. On the other hand, when I see a website that clearly demonstrates and has examples of packaging design, I feel so much more comfortable and confident recommending this person because they have clearly positioned themselves as an expert in that area. Here's how I've organized my portfolio for the type of work that I want. Right away, I want you to notice 2 things. I've kept the first projects in my portfolio key art focused. This is the type of work that I want to be doing. Second, I've kept the projects industry focused. When you hover over a project, you'll see company names. I then want to show how my knowledge of the industry makes me the best possible fit for the gig, more so than other designers. Here's an example of how I'm doing that with Miss Scarlet and the Duke. In this project, I worked with our team to create a horizontal and vertical version of the key art. I will show those assets in the portfolio, but then I'll take it a step further and show how these assets can be used in different applications. Pre-COVID, there was a screening event held in London, and we created large-scale signage for the event. When you're creating signage for red carpets and premieres, there's definitely a production element to it. I had to work closely with vendors to produce the mechanicals for the signage using their specification. By including this in my portfolio, I'm showing that I know how to make impactful event signage that helps to sell the show. You also might notice that I use case studies a lot in my design portfolio. A lot of creative directors really like to understand your role in the project as well as how you got to the final solution. And creating a case study is a concise way to do that. So if you want more info on how to create a case study, leave me a note in the comments. Now, do you remember those additional skills that we really wanted to show off? Let's figure out a way to do that in a project that's the work you want, in the industry you want. As we build our websites, it's important to remember that we don't want to just be doing one thing for the rest of our careers. We do have to find a way to package our skills and knowledge and make it make sense for the people who visit our websites who want to know what we do very quickly. So here, for Happy Season 2, we had to create a full marketing campaign for the season. So yes, I'm going to show the key art and the process again, but I'll also package the other skills I used into this project. For example, in addition to the key art, I also got to art direct a photo shoot and then collaborate with an agency on the finalized artwork. In the case study, I talk about those skills and showcase 2 more skills wrapped up into this project. This campaign had several additional components. We had billboards or an out-of-home campaign, we had merchandise, we had social media animations, and we had on-air assets that we needed to create. I've picked up these skills over time and was so stoked to show them off, especially the animation. So through the case study, I organized how my skills applied to this campaign. So if someone hires me, this is what I can bring to their project. Instead of hiring 2 people, one for print and one for motion, they can just hire one. But I didn't start with the motion or t-shirts on the first page of my design portfolio because it would have been confusing and distracting. By waiting to show the motion in the context of this larger campaign, it makes it more digestible for the viewer. Okay, So sometimes we need to apply for gigs, but we might not have the time to redo our entire portfolio, or we might need to make some monies by applying our skills to the projects that aren't necessarily in the industry we want. What I'll do in this situation is create a PDF specific to the gig or the role that I'm applying for. It's a quick and easy way to package yourself. Recently, I got contracted to make a logo design for a school. This isn't usually the type of work that I'm looking for, but I've learned that some projects are for the bank and some are for the book. Going freelance full time, there will be projects that I need to take on to have income coming in. Because I don't showcase more corporate or educational work on my website, I created a quick PDF of relevant examples, and I sent the potential client exactly what they were looking for and packaged it in a way that was very clear and easy for them to understand. I wanted to show you quickly how the work sample PDF works and what it looks like, just by showing you how mine is set up. So on the first page, you'll see I just have some branding here with my logo, a title. I even have a little ghosted logo in the back along with your contact information, so that you're giving potential clients a way to reach out to you. Then I'm just going into the meat of it here, and you'll see I've got a nice big image that showcases the work. I have the client name and the project name on the top, as well as a ghosted logo in the back and on the bottom. Now, when you open the template file, you're going to see something like this. And right away, if you press V and go to where it says your logo here, you can press Command D on a Mac or Control D on a PC, and then you can navigate to your own logo. Now, if something like this happens where you can't see the entire logo, you're going to want to press A to get the direct selection tool, hold Control and click on the image, and then you can go down to where it says fitting, and then you can choose fit content proportionally. And then if you want to, you can move your cursor over the right or left, hold the Alt Option key and move these handles in from both sides, and then hold Command Option Shift and scale this up a bit to whatever size you want. And you can kind of do the same thing for the background if you want that ghosted logo. Just hold Command Option Shift and drag down to make a copy, then Command Option and Shift and drag way up here so that you can scale up your logo, move it wherever you want on the page, and then go to the Properties tab and then just drop down the opacity so it's a little bit more subtle in the background. I would recommend maybe 20 to 30% for this. Okay, but if you go to the subsequent pages, you'll notice over here in the pages section that I have single pages here, not facing pages, which is something InDesign likes to do automatically. You can, of course, customize your type. You can put in your client name, your client project. You can change the font. You can insert your logo the same way here that I just showed you on the cover. And you're going to want to do the same thing for the project. So again, just as an example, if I select this image box and press Command D on the keyboard, I can navigate to an image here, and this one is going to be perfectly sized. But if it's larger than the box and if it's not showing up properly, remember, all you have to do is press A, hold down the Control key, click on the image, and go fitting, fit content proportionally. And of course, once you have your file set up and you're all ready to save this out, all you need to do is go up to the File menu and come down here to where it says Export, and then you're going to save this out as a PDF file. Now, I would recommend doing PDF print, and then go ahead and click Save. And now what we'll have here is our Export PDF dialog box. And for this, I usually set it up as a PDF X1A, and then just go to your output and make sure that it's set to no color conversion. And that way everything's going to appear the same color and the same quality that it does in your InDesign document. Once you've done that, you can go ahead and click Export, and then it's going to save out your file. Before you leave, let me know in the comments if you have any more questions about getting gigs or your design portfolio. Or if you'd like me to do a review of your design portfolio, then drop a link in the comments. All right, creative, thanks so much for watching, keep designing, and we'll see you next time.